Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yumo and welcome to my top 30 plus a few award list of the year 2021. What a wild year it's been. It's my second year here on YouTube and we discovered so much cool music together. A lot happened. I discovered so many new groups, so many good songs, so many people joined over this whole year. So I'm actually really looking forward to making this video and show you my top picks of this year. The way I went about this, I prepared a top 30 list that we are gonna go first through the top 15. Then we're gonna go to some awards that you will see later. And then we are gonna continue with the rest of the top 15 that we have. So yeah, making a top 30 list this year was really something else. There has been so much good music this year. And I tried to find a good mix out of all the groups that I've checked out in this year's period of time. Not focus too much on one group, give all my favorites a chance. And also the top 30 itself will only be title tracks or videos, considerable title tracks that have also maybe got a performance video. You'll see the videos when I get to them. Some have performance videos, but in my mind they were title track material and released also like title tracks. You'll see what I mean when they come up. So yeah, and then as I said, I prepared some awards. Also you guys, especially the people on Discord, have chosen their top 4, which we'll also get to in the running of this video. So guys, you're probably as excited as I am. I'm really happy with my list actually. It took a while to come up with it and be happy with what I figured out. But so yeah, the first 15 out of my top 30 will be presented right now.
sweet. Love so sweet. 밤이 이리 다채로운지 긴 꿈을 꾸게 해. 이 방은 작은 heaven 춤을 추고 내 실컷 어지러울 만큼 oh my god 한가득 채우고 있어. 제발 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 You make me feel like 11 즐길 줄 Holiday 어서 모여 여기 모여 필요해. 두근거려 맘이 달려 party game 밤새 시끄럽던 맘껏 놀아 until the morning. Holiday 반지하의 휴일처럼 필요해. 아주 발칙하게 춤춰 party game 밤새 시끄럽던 맘껏 놀아 until the morning. 가까워진 것만 같아. Come with me now. 넌 어디까지 가길 원해. 잠깐만 둘이 조금 더 멀리 Follow me now. 너와 함께 가볼래. We go we go we go we go 말해봐 what you want you want what you want you want Dollar bills keep on falling for me. I love the way it feels. I came here to drop some money, dropping all my money. Drop some money, all this stuff so yummy, yeah. Twerking when I buy the things I like. Dollars dropping on my ass tonight. Everyone silent. I'm on the next level. 저 너머의 문을 열어 next level. 널 결국엔 내가 부셔 next level. 코스모에 탈 때까지 next level. 지켜라.
Alright guys, those have been the first 15 picks out of my top 30 list. I hope there were some of you that are actually agreeing to this. Obviously, all taste is different. I should have put this in the disclaimer at the beginning. Obviously, this is gonna be my favorites. They probably won't match up with yours too much. Everyone has their own favorites. But that's why I do this, to just share my point of view and maybe find some people who I share these with. Alright, but now, before we get to the top 15, as I hinted towards in the beginning, I want to get to a few awards, to a few point out worthy things this year. So yeah, what might this be? First award of the best of 2021 video will be Girlgroup of the Year.
눈앞에 두고 전화를 했네. 이게 저는 거 남친은 더 못돼 we burn 미모는 덤 Holiday 어서 모여 여기 모여 필요해. 두근거려 맘이 달려 party game 우린 서로 스며들어 친구보단 더 다른 아이인 것 같아. 일렁이는 맘을 타고나 Trying to kiss ya 내 손짓에 넌 숨이 막혀. 이 감정 뭐야 사랑일까. Go go let us put on a show 다른 걸 원해 more 경기를 깨고 raw 숨은 비밀을 봐 all day 더 깊이 빠져들어 봐봐 다 걸듯한 거짓말 달콤함을 가려줘 놀라 one my carnival climax 지금부터야 We are making the rules Cause we are queens and kings 손을 다 높이 모일수록 아름답게 shining bling bling
Alright guys, those have been the contestants, all girl groups I really much adore and follow this year. And the winner is LOONA.
We about to paint the town La-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta Paint the town La-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta
For this one, I had to go with LOONA this year. LOONA's activity this year was actually pretty good, I thought. Hustle came back, so that already made the year for me in terms of we got OT12 LOONA back. I was so excited for PTT and the whole end release. Then the Japanese release that they also did with some really catchy songs. Not Friends collaboration was super good as well. So yeah, for me personally, girl group of the year has to go to LOONA. Coming up next, obviously, if we go for girl group of the year, what might be the next one? Some of you might also already have an idea, and of course, it's gonna be boy group of the year for me.
그녀가 하던 대로 West Family야 남들 다 하는 대로 하는 게 답이야 너나 그래 혼나 럼덤덤 결국 난 떠올라게 만들어 솔꾸 솔꾸 팩팩팩 솔꾸 Man, I'm not sorry, daddy Saving you, saving me Your memories of love You ain't pretty strong
So yeah, these pretty much have been the groups, the boy groups I followed really close this year. I don't follow too many boy groups, much more of a girl group stan if you know my channel. But there was one group this year that really grew on me. I checked out a lot of their music. I fell in love with them over on Patreon due to the show Kingdom. And of course, you know who I'm talking about. It's ATEEZ. I discovered ATEEZ this year much more. I think before this year I only knew like 2 or 3 songs of them. And I went through so much of their stuff already this year, and I definitely look forward to checking out more. You already saw Fireworks also made my top 30 list of this year, so they definitely deserve this title for me. It was a tough decision, honestly, between the boys Stray Kids and ATEEZ for me, but ultimately I think just this year I checked out a lot of ATEEZ and fell in love most with them, so that's why I gave this award to them. We had girl groups, we had boy groups. What else is there to check out in terms of performance this year? And of course, I'm gonna give away one award to my personal soloist of the year.
세대 위 차트를 이끄는 아이돌 래퍼는 킹인지 퀸인지 그게 누구인지 that's the bridge shit so windy oh my god 그냥 다 랩하게 쓸어버릴라 오늘 위에 포시야 해물간 거멜부터 다섯 몰이 나가 fuck it 너무 여기
Damn, all of these contestants really made my year with one track or another. We have IU, who I mainly discovered this year. What a legend, honestly. I'm so glad I got to know more of her music. Soyeon coming out with her title, Windy, and with Is This Bad B Number, what is one of my favorite Bside tracks of this year. I mean, Sunmi, Tail, was definitely a song to behold of. Then Go or Stop was also fantastic. You can always check out my reactions to those if you like. Chang'a came out with a 20-song studio album this year, which was amazing and had so much good music. But then, of course, only one is left, and that's also the winner. It's my ultimate bias, so I am really biased here. But I listened to her a lot this year, and it is Oogie with Bonnie and Clyde and Giant. I mean, how could I not go with her? Like, as I said, this is just my personal list, and I'm gonna give these awards away to how they affected my year. And ultimately, Oogie is and will always stay my ultimate bias. I just love that girl so much, and the music she put out this year and all the covers she did. By the time of recording this, she just released another Adele cover, and I can't wait to actually check that out. But I have to get these recordings done so I get the video out in time. But yeah, Oogie, that's just the place in my heart, so this one goes to Oogie. When we talk about great music, we always think of title tracks, but what about some of the B-sides? And no, this is not my B-side favorite. It is my album of the year for this year. All of these albums are insane. They are all really, really, really good albums with a lot of good stuff, and I think except the Windy album, I also own all of these albums physically in my shelf behind me. But there can only be one winner, and this winner is the End album by LOONA. This album just had no misses for me. No misses. The title track is great and all the B-sides are S tier for me. I really, really, really enjoyed this album a lot. Not just because I'm a huge Orbit, also just because the music on it is just that good. It is just that good. There isn't a single song on there where I'm like skip. There's a whole no skip in there. And obviously it had some huge contestants with the Cadencia album, a 21-song album with also not too many skips and a lot of good songs, but all in all, I'm a little bit biased, and also this album is just great, so it goes to LOONA for album of the year. Coming up next, between all these great artists that have put out so many songs already and are legends and are really, really big in the scene, this year has once again been a great year for the rookies. So here are my contestants for Rookie of the Year. this one was hard. This one was really hard, but ultimately, I thought I always knew who to give this award to. They are a group that has been really active this year. They debuted earlier this year, so they obviously also had some time to put out a much more wide variety of music than maybe some others who came out later this year. But I feel like they just deserve it because they're already just such a good group and I really, really love them. And it goes to Purple Kiss. Purple Kiss is honestly amazing. They have such a wide variety of idols on their squad. They have great dancers, great singers, charismatic people. They have everything. They are just such a good bunch of people and they just do so much good music. I still haven't checked out the Hide and Seek album, unfortunately. I really gotta do. But their title tracks, their debut Ponsonia, Zombie is amazing. The album to the Into Violet album was just Skip was just such an insane B-side. So Purple Kiss definitely for me deserves my personal Rookie of the Year. Before we get to maybe one of the categories in terms of awards that some of you might actually be waiting for, we also have the category that you guys actually decided. If you don't know, I have a Discord server, links in the description that you can join. Would love to have you on there. And we regularly do some kind of tournaments. I'm pretty sure some of you are familiar with the save one drop one concept. This is pretty much what we do, but in a tournament style with voting. So we let everyone enter a whole bunch of songs, then we put them in a tournament format, and we have a bot that then matches up all the songs against each other, and people can then vote who they would choose either in the matchups, and we end up with one winner. And so I did that for who is your guys' song of the year, and I'm gonna present this in terms of the top 4 that came out right now.
You know that I come first. I'm the winner. 그런 마지막 순간 너를 꽉 세상을 계속 away 리듬에 맞춰 춤을 출 땐 여기가 내 무대 같아 온 세상에 소리칠게 모두 와와와 what you say 이건 와와와 내 곁에 내 We about to paint the town
So yeah, ASAP won this. Let me tell you, this was honestly on the server, no one expected this. No one expected ASAP to actually pull through because as my channel grow with LOONA and a lot of orbits, which my orbits, I love you guys, you know that. The Discord is also filled just with a lot of orbits. So everyone suspected PTT to win the whole thing. But with a tie on the time where the voting was over, we had to go for a tiebreaker vote, and the tiebreaker vote was eventually pulled through by ASAP, winning your guys' Song of the Year. If you want to have a saying in any of the other voting tourneys that we do, and we're going to do this for next year as well, you know that, for next year's top list. If you want to have a saying in that, head on over to the Discord. Would love to have you over there. Thank you very much. I've hinted to it earlier this video. Not only title tracks make a good year, but a good album is also filled with some really, really good B-sides. So here is actually a bigger list than before in terms of contestants, because there's just been this many good B-sides. Here are my contestants for B-side of the year.
생각이 너무 많아도 몸이 무거워 그럴 때는 비워버렸어 쉽게 생각해서 어지러운 masquerade 나 지쳐갈 때쯤 Oh you there 누구 전화를 했네 이게 저는 거 남친은 더 모두 we burn 미모는 덤 모두가 알고 있지 뒤바뀐 세대 위 제트를 이끄는 아이돌 래퍼는 킹인지 퀸인지 그게 누구인지 that's a bridge she's so windy oh my god 그냥 다 랩하게 들어버릴라 오늘 위에 포시업 해물간 거멜부터 다섯 몰이 나가 fuck it up Nobody hold me with no strings attached I don't wanna be somebody who lets somebody hold me if they hold me back I just wanna dance, dance, dance on my own I just wanna dance, dance, dance on my own But I wanna do, so I have to choose By the way, if you wanna take mates, I don't mind 어디 한번 던져봐 Gonna celebrate my life 답이 뭐라도 즐겨 난 If you wanna get mates, I don't mind My friend and me all team 뭐든 될 수 있어 다 잘 봐 Baby take it out inside 꽃 타올라 번져 더 붉게 마음껏 해봐봐 세상을 깨뜨고 왜 리듬에 맞춰 춤을 출 땐 여기가 내 무대 같아 온 세상에 소리칠게 눈물 till I like it 속된 나를 쉽게 생각하지 마 Call me second top top 내 취한 그 말투 너무 쉽게 어질어질하지는 마
And out of all of these great songs, honestly, how many did I choose? I think it was around 10, right? I can't even remember. I just have the winner up on screen. And for me, the B-side of this year was eventually Dance on My Own by LOONA.
Nobody hold me with no strings attached
This song, honestly, when I heard it the first time, you guys can check it out in my album reaction. I loved it from the second I heard it. This song seems so special. It is only in English, and I think LOONA killed it with the English. It just sounds so well made. And the whole vibe of the song, I don't know, it just gives me this cozy feeling, and this cozy feeling that it gives me definitely, I don't know, it's just a feeling I get that makes this place work for me. I don't have much more reasoning to it. It's just kind of intention. If you're interesting, for me, my second favorite, the second closest contestant was Is This Bad Bitch Number by Soyeon, and number 3 spot went to Wow, also by LOONA, because that B-side is also just a bit different. We are done with all the awards that we had to give away for this year. Shoutouts to all my winners, I guess. You would probably disagree, I guess, on at least a few of them. So definitely, if you find some time during this video or after the video, I would love to hear from you. If you would take these award categories that I just went through, what are your guys' picks? What is your guys' girl group of the year, boy group of the year, soloist of the year, and so on? Please put it down in the comments. I'd love to read your guys' opinion and all of that, and who your favorites were. So, guys, the only thing remaining in this whole video is obviously the top 15 songs that we have to go through, and I'm really looking forward to presenting you guys the number 15th song. And here it comes in Stray Kids. Stray Kids had such good releases this year. When I made this list, Christmas Evil wasn't even in my mind yet because I haven't checked it out then. Christmas Evil was such a great song, but Thunderous was just hitting different for me this year. This song, I don't know where to begin. The concept is something that I really liked. The power of the song is something that I like in Stray Kids, and especially in this song. The little bait before the one chorus drop definitely got everyone at a K-pop party that I went to. Yeah, Thunderous is just a song to watch out for. This song is really built different, and that's why it deserves 15th in my opinion. Coming in on the number 14th squad is one of these songs that I mentioned that are not particularly the set out title track. of that release, but they also got a full-fledged music video for this. For this album that this group released, they actually went with 2 music videos. It's a group I dearly love from their debut, and it's ITZY with Swipe.
Sorry next. Swipe, 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 swipe. 미안한데 next. Swipe, 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 swipe. Sorry but next.
Swipe, in my opinion, beats Loco. That's why Loco isn't on the list and Swipe is. I much more adore Swipe because the song sounds unique, the music video is well made into the song, and everything about Swipe is just such a mood. The dance move, the Swipe dance move is iconic already. The chorus is super catchy and I just love the swipe, swipe, swipe. It's just so good. And with ITZY being a group that I really dearly love, I obviously had to include this song in this list. On the number 13th spot, we have a group that was also picked in the top 4 by you guys. We went over that just a couple of minutes ago. It's a group that for me never misses their title tracks and their energy. They have been continuing to grow ever since, and I think with this particular song, they set a new standard. For me, that would be Everglow with Pirate.
'Cause I'm a pirate, yeah, yeah, a pirate, yeah, yeah, a pirate, yeah, yeah. Now let me introduce myself. 난 한대 한대 시작해 향해 달 안개를 향해. Yeah, let me introduce myself.
Pirate is a song, I don't know where to begin. The concept of space pirates, super genius. I love that. It feels unique, even though space pirates might not strike you as the most unique kind of concept. But for me it really is. And the styling just was A-class. The song structure was different, and this whole song gave me like 2010 EDM vibe music. And as someone who was born in 98 and was around 12 by that time and started to listen to more and more music and listen to more closely to music, this really struck a sweet spot in me, this whole vibe that the song portrayed. Other than that, the song is just an all-out banger. Everyone in the group performed amazingly, so that's why this definitely goes to Pirate. Number 12 already, coming in, a group that I dearly love, as you all know, but not the whole group, just a subunit. A subunit that we haven't seen before actually, because it was a special project from a really good producer, and most of you who know the song have already guessed it. Of course I'm talking about Not Friends by LOONA.
내 숨결에 넌 빠져 미쳐. Not trying to talk, just trying to kiss ya. I wanna fall in love with ya. Not trying to think only about men.
Heejin, Kimlip, Jinsul, Eve. Put these girls on a track together and you're just made for success. They are probably the most girl crushy members out of LOONA, maybe taking in Hiju as well. They knew how to pull off this whole Not Friends concept with a lot of guns actually. They looked so cool during this whole entire music video. The song is just such a vibe. It isn't much so like a really banging song, kind of like Pirate was. If you would compare them, you couldn't compare these two songs. For me, they serve a whole different purpose in listening to them, if that makes sense. But yeah, definitely a song deserving to be in this list and actually high up in this list. Also got the Not Friends album Heejin version. The photo cards were amazing, so yeah, song definitely deserving of the 12th place. 11. I gotta say, before checking this group out, I wouldn't have guessed this song to make it this far up in the list. But it is a group that has been catching my heart in a tempo that I think the last time LOONA did. Honestly, I think the last group to catch me this fast was LOONA. Not saying they beat LOONA, of course. LOONA is god tier status in my mind. So But yeah, just comparing the speed of how this song took me and how this group took me. Yeah, and I'm talking about the 3-out girl group Billy and the song Ring by Ring.
아닌 걸 다 알잖아. Compare the missing, 후회도 cause I'm risky. 외로운 희미한 수많은 이름들이 온 힘을 다해서 울리는 목소리.
Yeah, saying that this song definitely took me fast is an understatement. I listened to this song, I think even my top Spotify picks, this immediately shot up to at least top 5 to the most listened to songs of this year. It's crazy. I love this group so much. I'm so happy that I got to check them out. And I was calling the song Ring X Ring for the longest time, but obviously it would make sense to call it Ring by Ring, because obviously it's also YY by Y. So I guess that's some kind of pronunciation that I wasn't aware of. But yeah, Ring by Ring is such a unique song in my opinion. It sounds vastly different from anything that's currently out there. So that's just why I had to go with it. It is time we reach the top 10. The top 10 title tracks for me in this year. And we're gonna start out with a group that I'm so deeply in love with. It is really crazy. They went through a lot of changes this year, weren't too active this year. That's actually also an understatement. I think there's only one group that hasn't been this inactive, and that's probably Treasure, who are sadly not featured on this list, but what can you do? Yeah, we are talking obviously about Fire Saturday by Secret Number.
Welcome to my world. Feel me now. 너를 멈추지 마. 모두 다 welcome to my world. 이젠 다 welcome to my world.
Fire Saturday is definitely a fire song to begin with. I'm still super sad that it's the only song and just one B-side again that they come up with in this whole year, but I guess they just been in a rebuilding process with adding Zoo and Minji to the group. Still not sure what it is with Denise now. I really hope she joins the group back eventually, because her talent can't be missed on this group. I really think so. But Fire Saturday, come on, that song, if you are into that retro disco vibe, which I found a sweet spot eventually last year with a lot of songs like I Can Stop Me and Margot, who were going for this route, and now Fire Saturday also brought that back a little. I was really happy when they did that, so it definitely deserves the number 10 spot for me. Number 9, who might it be? It is a group that this whole channel started out with. They had a long hiatus as a whole group. Actually, the hiatus started before I started my channel. And I started my channel last year in May 2020. But they are finally back together. It is Red Velvet with Queendom.
We are making the rules, 'cause we are queens and kings. 손을 더 높이 모일수록 아름답게 shining bling bling. 비가 내려도 strong and beautiful. 모두 다른 색깔로 완성한 rainbow.
Just the emotional value alone, I think, brought this for me up to a high place. Seeing them back together after getting to know them, and then seeing Silgi and Irene perform together, seeing Wendy finally coming back, going for her solo, Joy also going for a solo. I think Yeri did a lot of dramas in the meantime, a lot of acting, which is also really cool to see. I really gotta check out some of her dramas these days. But yeah, seeing them all back together and come out with such a great song as Queendom, I mean, that was just bound to touch my heart. And the song itself, I have nothing to say. The song is catchy. And with now the news about GOT, Girls on Top, Wendy and Silgi making the female supergroup of SM, that is gonna have a concert in roughly, let me add that up, 10 hours from now. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. Next up, We are already at number 8, guys. We are running through this, but we also have a lot of really spicy songs to go. And this one is also from one of my most beloved groups, I think. A group that is really special, that sadly is still going without a win, and I'm so rooting for them to make it, and I'm really certain they're gonna do it in 2022. 2022, I think is gonna be is gonna be their year, and I am talking about Dreamcatcher with the song Odd Eye.
숨은 비밀을 봐 오달 더 깊이 빠져들어봐봐 다갈 듯한 거짓말 달콤함이 가려져
Odd Eye, honestly, I thought they would do it with that song. Odd Eye is an amazing track. I mean, it's Dreamcatcher. They always come up with great stuff. Scream, Boca were such a good songs. They were also released pretty recently. I think both were last year, if I'm not wrong, guys. But they were always they you know, when they announce a comeback, they're gonna give you a good song, and they definitely did that with Odd Eye. Also because it was definitely strong, but as I said in the beginning, I wanted to keep a kind of a variety in this whole list. So this is why I went with Odd Eye, because I enjoyed Odd Eye a lot, guys. Coming right up, and it is a rookie group this year that shot high up with the song for me. The song, also one of the more unique songs, I'd say. And for a rookie group and their first comeback to go up with this song, I was definitely really proud of them, and it is a pleasure to still listen to this song. I bought the album. I didn't get my bias as a photo card, sadly. But obviously I'm talking about Purple Kiss with Zombie.
너와 나 더 타올라 like a fire 오늘 밤 날 지쳐 널 지쳐 like a zombie 해 뜨기 전에 아야해 끼리끼리 놀아
I don't know what it is about Zombie that makes the song so great. For this matter, I don't have enough musical knowledge. The song is just good and catchy. Whenever this song comes up, it's a good time. It is a good time. The song is different, I would say. It's fairly unique from all the musical landscape in K-pop right now. So they definitely made a bold move to go for something like that, but it really worked for them. This whole song really worked for them. All the members got to shine with their different charms, and I loved it. The music video overall is fun as can be. And yeah, this just solidifies this group and why they deserve, as I noticed earlier, them being my personal rookie of the year. We are here, number 6, coming right up, guys. We have a soloist song on our hands, and a soloist that put out a lot of good music this year. You have already seen a lot of their songs in this video. And also I'm talking about the one and only, the goddess herself, the queen, Shana, with Bicycle.
매번 뒷걸음을 짚고 나가 더러운 시선 신경 쓰지 마 미친 척 밟아 let's go on a ride get on my bike let's go out my way 보여줄게 how I like it my way it goes like vroom 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 get on my way 고개를 들어 넓어 face on my way it goes like vroom vroom.
Honestly, Bicycle for me is my favorite track of hers in this whole year. Bicycle just hits different. It is such a good song. She showed so many different sides from her in this one song. She showed the vocals, she showed the charismatic performance. Her rap skills in that part, come on. The ending of that song where she rises up in the big long dress with the black top hat, I still always get killed by that. That is so iconic, and I so love the song, and that is why it definitely deserves 6th place in my list. We are gonna enter top 5 territory right here, right now, and we have another. I wouldn't call them rookies anymore, because for once they had their debut last year, so that's why I also didn't include them in the Rookie of the Year contestants. But they are fairly new because they had their debut late last year, and they have come up with 2 releases this year, and one of them struck me in a way that I didn't expect it to strike me. And I'm talking about Stacy and ASAP.
ASAP 내 분조각이 완전 카피 나와 똑같아 나만 잘 알아줘 ASAP 꼭 때문에 내 달콤하니 눈앞에 나타나줘
ASAP is, again, you'll notice a pattern here. My top songs tend to be very unique. And ASAP, I can't describe it. The song has such a weird drop because there isn't really a drop. The first time listening to the song, I had a hard time figuring out, is that the chorus now? Is that kind of like a second part chorus? The whole ASAP thing. But oh my god, has this song grown on me. A lot. I listen to it a lot, and every time still the song comes up, it's still great, it still holds up, it's still fresh, it's still something new. And Stacy with that song alone solidified that they are definitely one of the most probably anticipated groups to look out for within the next coming years. Then they also came up with Stereotype this year, which went super viral on TikTok. I heard that song over there so much. But yeah, for me personally, ASAP just gives me the vibe of a deserved 5th place. You might have noticed, some of you, that a certain group is still missing in this whole thing, in this whole list. A group that I hold very close to my heart. A group that went honestly through a lot of heartbreak this year with losing a certain member. It is Hwa by Idol.
지워내리여 뜨겁지 못한 날들의 홀로 패인 흉터를 그물을 내리요 내 안에 눈물이 넘어서
Can't say it was an easy year as a Neverland, but I'm definitely looking forward to 2022 where they're gonna perform in Germany, and I have the tickets laying back there. Going there with a couple of great people. You know, you guys know who you are. This is gonna be a really fun time. But yeah, talking about Hwa, the song, again, you see the pattern, it's unique. It's not only my favorite group, probably together with LOONA at this point, I feel like, but it's just unique. The song sounds so cool. The whole vibe it gives off, this mysterious, traditional vibe it has going for it. Oh my god, the freaking concept is everything. Sadly, Kpop butchered the albums again. I would love to have some hardcover albums. Thinking about the hardcover album of actually Blood Moon from One Us, I think this look could also have fitted very much for this album. But yeah, the song in itself, what can I say? It's Idol. They're always gonna come up with great title tracks. And also this album was supported by a lot of good B-sides. The members participated a lot of in these B-sides. But yeah, Hwa. And to all of you who very much like Hwa, I can also recommend you guys check out the one remix that they also released with it. It's really, really good. Shua does the freaking killing line in English and it sounds amazing. Go check it out. Okay, so we made it. Top 3. The top 3 songs of this year. This wasn't easy. There were a lot of great songs and we had a lot of really, really good songs already featured in this video, but I had to put them in some kind of order and I really struggled, especially for 3rd, but all in all I'm really, really happy with the group and the song I chose for 3rd place. I know that a lot of my viewers also really appreciate them. Also again, not a rookie group for me, but a fairly fresh group, debuted last year in summer, and I'm talking about Weekly with After School.
우리 스케이트보드 위로 마치 춤을 추듯 발을 굴러 바람 그 사이를 가로질러 여기저기 멀리 아주 멀리 저까지.
Jesus, this song blew the frick up, first of all. It blew up. I think the song has like, what, 150 million views? I don't think any of the Weekly songs even come close. Holiday Party also did really, really well, but After School, the concept, the song, everything about this is just so freaking good. And I think I'm getting also to a point where I would argue to put After School even above Tag Me. Tag Me for the longest time was just this magical song for me. It is, still is, don't get me wrong, but After School, I don't know how they came up with such a great song, but they just did, and they made it work, and they made it theirs, and that's why I think the song is definitely deserving of the third spot. Alright, you guys, second place on my list. People who follow my channel closely might know who these last two remaining songs are and might be wondering just in which order I put them. If you're new to the channel, you might have some other songs in mind, but these next two songs, it was difficult, honestly. Honestly, yeah, these two songs were top of the food chain for me, really. And lastly, it just had to come down to personal preference and a lot of re-listening to the songs, filtering in certain factors, and that's why for this choice and for my second place of 2021, we have PTT by LOONA.
We about to paint the town. La ta 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 ta. Paint the town. La ta 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 ta. Paint the town. La ta 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 ta. Can't stop it, just we only want you feeling love.
Paint the Town. These girls came through with one of my favorite LOONA title tracks, I gotta say. It's hard to beat So What because it holds the special place of the first LOONA song that I've checked out in my heart. But for me, PTT, oh my god, it was just a great time. This whole month, the whole pre-release month, the whole anticipation, the whole will we get Hustle back? Will she be participating? The moment we knew Hustle is back, she will be in this comeback. And then eventually getting Paint the Town, and this whole album was magical. I think this was the most magical month of this year for me. This was just such a good time. It was such a blast with all the people in Discord and here on the channel in the comments to talk to you guys, to make videos with you, being hyped about the upcoming comeback. And I think definitely Paint the Town lived up to this. So this is why it obviously deserves such a high spot up in my list. It is time. It is time, guys. First place, my favorite song of this whole year. As I said before, people who know me will already know what this is. But for those of you who don't know, yeah, the person who released the song. So we have a soloist, already got an award in some kind of category of this year. And released two songs this year. Two own songs, which both have been outstanding. I decided, for the sake of this list and the variety, to only include one song and my favorite out of these two songs. It is also my most listened to song on my Spotify wrap up, so Spotify and my heart do agree on the song. I think I listened to the song almost 600 times since release. And yeah, without further ado, I'm pretty sure most of you guys already knew it. It is Bonnie and Clyde by Oogie.
We don't need money to feel good. 'Cause you're the ride or die the rest of my life. Don't need a party to feel high. We're like the modern version, Bonnie and Clyde.
I mean, how could I not pick her? You know, this song, oh, it's such a good song. It is an amazing song. It is an outstanding song. And I'm so happy for Oogie because this girl is so hardworking. She puts in everything. She worked so hard over in China for, I think, the whole second half of this year. If my knowledge is correct, she's currently back in Korea with the girls. I've seen her, Minnie and Mion back together. Really, really happy that they maybe get to work on another song we'll see what the future holds. But Bonnie and Clyde. Giant is amazing as well, don't get me wrong, but Bonnie and Clyde has killed me over and over. When checking out the music video, when listening to the song alone. Oogie now being blonde, I guess the blonde wig she had in the Bonnie and Clyde music video, she really liked it. Oh my god, yeah, this song had eventually go first place for me. Yeah, that is it guys. That is the list. I hope you guys agree to some extent of this list. As I said, definitely put your lists in the comments. However much songs you want to incorporate. If it's just the top 3, that's fine. If it's just the top 10. If you want to go all the way that I did and do a whole top 30 list, feel free. I'd love to look through that and maybe pick out some songs for me to also check out soon. Because I'm still missing a lot of music that I have to check out. But yeah, making this list sure wasn't easy. There was so much good music this year. But I think it turned out great. I'm also really content with your guys' picks for the top 4 out of my Discord. I think the awards were also a really fun addition. I hope you also liked that. I think last year I did some honorable mentions. But I think doing these awards also kind of cool. So yeah, all that's left to say guys is thank you for an amazing year of 2021. It's my 2nd year on YouTube now. Started this whole thing in May 2020 as I said. We grew to, where are we now even? I think we're at 5,600 subscribers. 5,600 lovely people out there. I know I haven't been as active this year as I have been last year. That is mainly due to me also having started a new job this year, and the intensity of this job picked up all throughout the year, where I had much more time to the beginning of the year where I was still in this company as an intern, and now I have a trainee position, so much more responsibilities. That is why sometimes I just hadn't had the energy, yeah, but I'm still really sorry for you guys that I sometimes left you waiting for new videos so long. Also to my patrons who I could have uploaded more, but I also really appreciate all you guys' support. Like patron or not, YouTube subscriber, just a viewer that checks in here and there, everyone who clicks on these videos, leaves a comment, maybe leaves a like. I appreciate all of you guys. You guys definitely made my 2021 a whole lot better. Also a big shout out to everyone on Discord. You know who you are. I'm gonna probably, as last year again, put in some names of people I recognize a lot in the comments that are over on Discord, that I speak to daily. You guys are basically the core of the community. And if you also want to join this core of the community and just a bunch of nice people over on Discord, where we have fun little mini games, we have K-pop trading card games, we have the votings. Also, I think I can say this here, we're gonna have a Discord request event, hopefully every month now, where you guys can suggest a song, and then the whole Discord community is gonna vote on which song the one request is that I'll be checking out each month. So if that's exciting for you, consider heading over there. I would love to have you there. But yeah, it's definitely a fun time. It's been a great year, guys, and here's to a great 2022. See you all guys on the other side. I hope I get this eventually uploaded before it's 2022 for me. It's currently 7 p.m. because I slept really long, because I've been watching Girls Planet all night. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything. I really owe you one. Hopefully you liked this little video, and yeah, all of you have a great 2022. Get well into the new year. Stay healthy, stay safe. Sending you a lot of love as always, guys, and then see all you beautiful people in the next